morning everyone.
Hi.
It is our last day with the Bailey Advance motorhome and we are sad, aren't we?
Very sad.
We've got to return it back to Bailey of Bristol today, and it's been a fantastic. We've had the most unbelievable 9 days.
Yeah.
The most unbelievable 9 days with it. It's just been incredible. I'm sure you've all seen the photos and that we've posted. It's just been absolutely mind-blowing how awesome it's been. Right from the word go, we've just had a right laugh and had so much fun. And absolutely, we feel we've absolutely got the most out of the motorhome, with the exception of going down to a tour into Europe or something like that. I think what we've done is just been perfect for a motorhome, isn't it? So we just thought we'd talk today about our experience with the motorhome, really. Obviously, as you all know, as our name implies, we are caravanners. We always have been caravanners. Vicky has always sort of wanted a motorhome. I haven't, if I'm honest. I've been very much, I'm a caravanner, I prefer caravans, that's it. And obviously the reasons for that is what everyone says, which is I don't like the idea of being stuck on site, or if you do go, you've got to, you know, pack everything away to go out for the day and all the rest of it. It's just, that's been the biggest thing for me about why I don't think I'd like a motorhome. But our experience has actually been completely different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely opened our eyes to how easy it is to have a motorhome and how easy it is to pack up and put away, and literally only takes 5-10 minutes. Yeah,
it takes 5-10 minutes maximum for us. It's literally unhook the electric, and you know, if there's anything loose like in the kitchen, make sure it's not going to fall anywhere. Job done.
On the floor, or you know, on the bed or whatever, and that's it. We can just go.
We've been moved off of where we've stopped in minutes. If we've not been on the
forcibly removed.
Yeah. Like
it sounded like we've been moved on.
Removed by the council.
Yeah. We've decided to move ourselves.
Yeah, like when we've moved to a different place, we've as long as we haven't been on the they're called the leveler things.
Oh yeah.
Leveler blocks.
Yeah. A couple of times we've had to use them.
A couple of times we've used them.
We've been parked like this.
Yeah, so it takes a little bit longer because you've got to reverse it off, pack them away.
But it only takes an extra 2 minutes.
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah. So quick.
At that side, it's just so quick to move on. The only difficulty of it, it's not even difficult, especially compared to, you know, if you're in a caravan, when you comes to the leaving site, you know, you've got to empty the fresh water if you've got any left. You've got to empty the waste, you know, wheel it over. We've actually found,
the toilet.
Yeah, well we still have to do that anyway.
Yeah, but not every time you move around.
No.
Whereas with a caravan, you probably would.
You would, yeah, maybe.
Unless you were moving around, I suppose. Yeah.
So we've found that doing it with the motorhome is so much easier, because at most all you have to do is every so often just connect the hose to the tap whilst you're emptying the wastewater, which is just turning the tap, and that's it. You just leave it to drain, and you just stand there with a hose pipe filling it up for a couple of minutes. It's that simple, you know. It's and you find that you can do everything at once. So if you don't need more fresh water, you can be emptying your wastewater and just go and sort the toilet out, you know what I mean? So you're combining everything at the same time.
Whereas with a caravan, you have to do everything separately.
Yeah.
If there's only one of you doing it.
You know, unless you're taking the waste in one arm, the
toilet
in,
in
but
the
then you
other.
can still only do one at a time, can't you? And so
it's a lot more convenient.
It's just so much more. And we found right from the word go, as soon as we picked it up, we went to the Sainsbury's behind Bailey, didn't we? And that hit us straight away of how convenient it was, because we pulled into the car park right at the back. We sorted all our stuff out, packed it away, and then we took the dogs for a quick little walk, and then we went into Sainsbury's to do the shopping, and it was so nice to just come back in the motorhome,
pull the trolley up to the side of the motorhome.
Yeah, pull the
door,
trolley to the side of the motorhome.
empty it out.
Yeah.
Put it away.
And just put it all away.
Put the trolley back.
Yeah.
and
then
go.
off we go. And everything's already in the fridge.
That's
everything.
unreal.
You know, and then on the journey we stopped for lunch, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we done that, you know, a couple of times over the course of the trip. We've just decided to, should we pull into this services? Right, let's pull in. Turn the seats round. Your fridge is nice and cold. You know, you can make a cup of tea, cup of coffee if you want. Although I do believe you shouldn't be doing that in services.
No. Rolls.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't you be doing that in services?
Apparently, I've read the other day that you can't use gas in motorway services.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Which is odd, because truck drivers do all the time.
Yeah.
They've got gas stoves in their trucks and all the
That's
rest
really
of it.
weird. I didn't know that.
There you go.
But yeah, we made some nice little ham and cheese rolls.
Yeah, and it's just
sat
lovely,
and
isn't it?
chilled out, yeah.
And you find that, because you're not in the car, if you go to a service, you get out and you can walk around, but you find that when you stop, you're much more chilled out because you've turned the seats around and all of a sudden you're just sort of lounging around.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And
it's a more comfortable environment to be in.
Yeah.
And you can get up, and if you wanted to,
you can use
like
the toilet.
sometimes I did just lay on the bed and read or whatever for
When
10
we'd
minutes.
stopped,
Yeah, and it was just so lovely just to have that chill out time.
It's like you turn the seats and you're instantly in your caravan
Yeah.
to chill out. Whereas we found when we were on a long journey, we've got the awning in the middle, we've got other bits and pieces laying on the floor of the caravan.
And you can't get in your caravan because you've got the legs aren't down. It's really wobbly and unstable. It's not great to get in and out of it while it's hooked up to the car.
You may not, you probably aren't going to have any water unless you've got bottled water.
No, the fridge isn't on.
Well, so a lot of people have them, so the fridges go to battery, don't they? But we haven't got the wiring on our car, have we, on the tow bar. But even so, you know what I mean? It's still, we've found way more convenient with this. So, and so for us, it's a massive thumbs up, the motorhome life compared to caravan, in which this whole process, that is what it was about.
Just comparing the two.
Yeah, Caravan Chit Chat goes motorhoming. It was a test of what is motorhoming like from a caravanner's perspective. A younger, let's say we're younger, we're not that young, are we? 35, but obviously historically, a lot of motorhomers are older. So, we wanted to show it from our perspective.
Yeah. And
we've absolutely loved it, haven't we?
My favourite bit is the van wave.
Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me.
Every motorhome we've passed has waved at us. We love it.
Don't get me wrong. Caravanners are friendly. A lot of caravans are really friendly.
But you don't wave at other caravans normally.
But I've found that motorhomers.
The first time we even
friendlier.
come out of Bristol and another Bailey come round the roundabout, we were waving and they were waving.
Yeah, and
it was so fun.
I mean, especially when we were up in the heights, because it's nearly all motorhomes up there. I mean, I was literally like this the whole journey. I mean,
just everything, just brilliant. Just
and they don't
makes
just
you feel all warm and fuzzy.
And they don't just wave, do they? They're literally like. They're literally like that, aren't they? You know what I mean? It's like you know them or something. And just generally, the other motorhomers we've spoken to have
never all been really friendly.
And really helpful with tips on stuff. You know, like,
we've spoken to a few that have given us lots of different tips and hints.
Yeah. So it's just been absolutely, and the trip itself, you've all seen. It's just been phenomenal. I mean, the Highlands.
Like nothing we've ever experienced.
Yeah.
It's been the best holiday of both our whole lives, I think.
Absolutely. It's just the Highlands, Bunbury, even here, Pooley Bridge, just absolutely gorgeous.
It's lovely.
And, obviously...
We've been really lucky with the weather.
We have, yeah. And the highlight was Harris, weren't it? Harris was just...
Harris. I feel like we've only just scratched the surface of Harris.
Yeah.
We didn't get to go to Lewis, we didn't get to go to Scalpay. We want to next time go down to like Uist and all of that, and it's just so much more to experience there and with those islands.
And like the Isle of Skye, we didn't really
do that.
We wanted to have more of a look
straight through it, didn't we? Really.
Poshcats Trevor, he lent us some maps of Skye so we could maybe stop off at some place. We just haven't had the time to do it.
But it's definitely something we want to go back to and revisit, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me.
When we get a motorhome.
maybe.
But what about the negatives? We've got to also say about the negatives.
The negatives are, for me, is what people say, which is it's fine that you can pack up quickly and go somewhere if you're on a site and you want to go and visit somewhere during the day, but you have then got to find somewhere that can accommodate a motorhome. This is 7.6 metres long. It's not, it's not the easiest to park. I mean, we've managed, in the supermarkets
Most
and that.
of the, we just go over 2 spaces or go in the corner somewhere.
Yeah, just out of the way. But I can imagine
the height restriction we haven't come across.
We've not had no height restriction problems. We just But I can imagine if you're in Cornwall or somewhere and you're at one site for a week and you want to go and visit places, like go to St Ives for the day or whatever, or Newquay.
Yeah, if
that's
you're
going
not
to be a
near,
bit more of a difficulty, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're not near a site that's got good public transport, or you're not near somewhere that's easily accessible by a bike or something like that.
I think it would just be more in the way of planning.
Yeah, you
just
definitely just have to plan it more.
I think in this trip there was an element of we, just took things as they come, but we also did plan, didn't we? We had the ferries booked. Yeah. We knew where we wanted to get to, what leg we wanted to get to of the journey each time.
Where we wanted to sort of stay around each night.
Yeah, we'd booked one site on Harris, so we knew we had hookup on one of the days.
We were just conscious that because this doesn't have a solar panel, we couldn't be off grid more than maybe 1 or 2 nights. But obviously, if it did have a solar panel, we would be able to do a lot more, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
That was one of the sort of drawbacks of this model.
Yeah.